To answer this question, we need to plot the first 3 points of the equation y equals 2x plus 1 on the Cartesian plane below. Now we could do this by generating a table of values and then plotting those values, but with a linear equation we don't actually have to, because the numbers in the equation itself give us the information we need. First off, let's look at the positioning of the two numbers in the equation. There is one number in front of the x. The number in front of the x changes the slope of the line. There's also a number on its own. The number on its own changes where the line will cross the y-axis when x equals 0. It's important to remember that it's not the first number and the last number that define these two numbers. It's whether the number is in front of the x or not. So the number in front of the x is always the slope, whether or not the x is the first term or the last term in the equation, and the number on its own is always the y-intercept, whether or not it's the first term or the last term in the equation. So now that we know that, let's plot the y-intercept based on this equation here. In this equation, our y-intercept is plus 1, which means we can go straight to the y-axis and place a dot at plus 1. This will be the first point of our equation that we're going to plot, the starting point of our equation. Now we need to figure out where the next point on the equation's line will be. To do that, we need to look at the slope number. This equation has a slope of 2, which is the same as a slope of 2 over 1, where 2 tells us how much to move vertically between 2 points on the line, and the bottom number, 1, tells us how to move horizontally between 2 points on the line. So what I mean by that is, with a slope of 2 over 1, to move to the next point on the line we need to go up 2 and across 1. So let's do that from our starting point on the y-axis. If we go up 2 and across 1, we'll end up at the point 1, 3. So let's put a dot there. And once again, if we move up 2 and across 1, we'll end up at the point 2, 5. So let's put a dot there. Now it looks like we've completed the question, so we should try another one. This time, our y-intercept is 0, which means that we can put a dot at 0 on the y-axis. And to move to the next point on the line, we need to look at our slope number, which is 1 in this case, which is the same as a slope of 1 over 1, which means to move to the next point in the line, we need to go up 1 and then across 1. And if we go up 1 and across 1 from 0, we will get to the point 1, 1. And then if we go up 1 and across 1 again, we'll get to the point 2, 2. And so if we drop our dot into that position, that completes the first 3 points on the line and completes the question.